Hello, good morning, and welcome to our Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time chat, all about home care agencies and starting your home care agency. My name is Bethany. I'm happy to have you here with me on this Wednesday morning here in Maine. We're, just under another winter storm advisory, so that's always fun. I'm honestly I'm thankful to be here for many reasons, but also the fact that I have the P word is huge because it's windy out there. All right, so today what I wanted to talk to you about is the intake packet, the client intake packet. How many of you watching this live or replay have your client intake packet all set up, all ready to go? Let us know. Or is that something that you're like, yeah, that's on my to-do list? Also, let us know that. So if we're just meeting for the first time, my name again is Bethany. I have been a family caregiver for over 20 years now, a home care agency owner going into 13 years. And I just really realized in the last year that there's a need for support and helping fellow future agency owners or agency owners who kind of got started but need more efficiency and flow in their business. There's a need, and I really enjoy helping people get their agency going. And the positive ripple effect of that is that more people are served, more people are employed, and also helping fellow entrepreneurs like yourself to meet your goals, business and just personal goals, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about that intake packet now. So the question is, what is an intake packet? And it's really a useful tool that you will use when opening up a new client's case. So you get a referral, however that comes to you. You have a client who needs services, and you are going out to their home to set up their plan of care, to open their case, right? Same things. There's a lot of terminology that it's different, but it has like the same meanings. So I'll always be like explaining it that way because it does vary state to state as well. Okay, you will have documents that you will have inside of this packet, right? And so what I like to use is just a good old folder, okay? I like to use a folder that has pockets, and then it also has a space for your business card to go in. And that's what I like to set up for the client. I put a nice big label on the front of it with my home care agency logo, the hours of operation, the phone number. We repeat that information a lot in the intake packet, right? We want it to be easily found, easily accessible, and no questions for the client, for their families, because they need that information, okay? So you're going to have a welcome letter in there. You're going to have contact hours and hours of operation. You're going to have brochure, business card, like I said. And you want to create all these documents so that they reflect your company brand. So you're going to want to think about your colors, and just so everything looks super cohesive, right? So for example, my agency, our colors are purple, green, like black and white, right? And so everything I do is in that color scheme, so it just looks so cohesive. So a lot of times for my male clients, they'll get a green folder. My female clients, they'll get a purple folder. And that's how I roll with that, and just keep everything color coordinated. So this folder I'm speaking about is going to stay with your client. Like, this is their little welcome gift, their little welcome packet that is theirs to keep. And I definitely still use paper when I am doing an intake. You will see other agencies that will bring in a laptop, they'll do everything there on the laptop, and that's fine. If that's how you want to do it, you would need to have internet and a hotspot and all those things. And what we do is paper, and then we come back and we input it into the computer. But by doing that with paper, I'm able to actually leave a copy of everything with the client. So of course they keep that welcome letter, the brochure, the business card. But then when I fill out the plan of care, I have that printed on carbon paper. And so I fill it out, and I get to keep the top sheet, they get to keep the bottom sheet. And so then they can refer back to that and say, oh yeah, I did tell them I would need help with bathing. Oh yeah, I did tell them I'd need help with my laundry, right? Things of that nature. So they are very involved. They can see their plan of care, and everybody's on the same page. Same for the family. If the client chooses to share this with the family, they can also see what the plan of care says. So that is what I like to have for the clients. Of course, there's other documents that are going to go in this intake packet. There's going to be contingencies. There's going to be med sheets. There's going to be ROI, release of information sheets, right? So those are important. I actually just went over this yesterday within my company because we have a son who is power of attorney for his mom, our client. However, he's not very involved. And so I'm like, all right, do we have an ROI so we can speak to him? Because she's getting to the point in her aging process that she really needs her POA to help her with a lot of these medical decisions, a lot of these medical things that are coming up for her. And we can't talk to him without that release of information. Even though he's the power of attorney, we still have to have a release of information. And so having that release of information in place and completed at your intake is a lot easier in the long run of things, especially if you have to check in with a doctor that they have signed off that you can just for various information. Then it's just going to be super, super helpful in the long run. And communicating with family, like what I'm describing there in my example. So that intake packet, if you have not yet created it, if you're like plan of care, welcome letter, all these things, like, oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot of work. I just want to let you know that this is part of the modules inside of the Home Care Startup Academy that I put together for people who are starting their home care agency, or again looking for efficiency and flow and need these documents. So all you do once you join the academy, you have full access where you can open up this document, you make your own copy of it, and I show you how to do that. It's very easy. It's like 2 steps, 2 little clicks. Make a copy, and it's all there. Everything is all done, and all you have to do is plug in your agency name. You just type it in the field that I've highlighted, and you tweak it to how you want it to be for your agency. So if there's, for example, let's say with the contingency, I like to have a list of people that I can call as a backup if something goes on with the client, and maybe you only want one person, right? So things like that, you can really, it's all something that you can edit to your needs, and it's all inside of the Home Care Startup Academy. So that is there, ready to go. The self-study, both methods can be started at any time. The self-study method, you just go through it as needed, and you can do that at any time. And then the live instructor method, we have classes, because those are live. We have 4 live classes that you can attend, which just really help with clarification and support. And I do some teaching inside of those classes on special topics that are not covered in the self-study. So we do have a session starting the 16th of January. That's Tuesday the 16th. We will be starting a session. And if you're watching this and it's past that day, you can check out the website, BethanyRatcliffe.com/academy, and see when our next live instructor session is. But you also can get started with that method and then hop in to the classes as they come up. That method has a lot more education around it available, but both are excellent ways for you to just get started, right? Get on first base with getting your home care agency going, or setting up that efficiency and flow. So I hope that you found this helpful. Do let me know, and let me know your questions. I'm here to support you. All right, have an awesome day and take care.